Seriously hurt when his truck crashed just south of downtown Bloomington yesterday morning has died. Police say 66-year-old Richard Tennis's truck left South Center Street, hit a tree, and ended up in the Huck's parking lot on West MacArthur. He was unconscious and taken to the hospital where he died. A preliminary autopsy showed he likely died while driving from a sudden irregular heartbeat brought on by cardiovascular disease. A passenger in the truck also received minor injuries.